looking forward to playing Utah with that big front line. I mean, they present a problem.
Just like Memphis did last year in the first round of the playoffs. Bucket and one.
That goes to quadruple overtime.
How about that? Let's check in with Mark McClune.
Yeah, I talked to Corey Gaines coming out of the tunnel, and he made mention of the
Wildcats. He said he was having dinner with the coaches last night here in Phoenix, watching the Suns game against the Utah Jazz. Nash, the Uniped shot. Game of the number 34 jersey. He had the final hoop for the first half, the tip-in.
Well, of course.
It's a land of opportunities. Eddie Johnson, Steve Nash. Eddie's already tonight.
Grab a game crush.
I like Serge Ibaka for that award. Steve Nash, brilliant move. As we go back
to that 2-3 zone, they're really forcing the Jazz out on the perimeter.
Gortat pick and roll, rejected again. Favors his plan. He's got 7 assists. 4 points.
Yeah, they're going to need more of that. That high pick and roll. And
the other way, Phoenix on a 10-4 run. Steve on the fly. Down it goes. Big shot by Nash. 10 points, 9 assists. Pick and roll. Nash and Gortat. Rebound by Jefferson.
5 points and 1 assist for Lawson. Steve Nash with 2 assists already, so he's just 2 back, now 1 back of Oscar Robertson.
Like he does every single day.
What's it like defending him? You did it many a time in the playoffs.
Well, I would have loved to have defended him at this particular moment as compared to before.
But he's got 7 assists and 1 rebound. How many times in the course of the game will have more rebounds than points? That's his 8th assist and a beauty to Gortat. Nash still without a field goal. He's only taken 1 shot. Nash gets it to go. His first basket does have 9 assists.
There for a mid-range jump shot.
14 now for Lawson. Nash has hit the last 2 for Phoenix. Good look by Nash to Gortat. 12th assist for Steve Nash.
It's more of a 60.
Here's Lopez on the drive from Nash. Count it. And a foul. 13th assist for Steve Nash. 4 straight points. 41% this quarter. Nash, that sweet floater, is his 4th field goal. Suns back within 15 with a minute to go.
Into Kevin Durant. He missed that first shot very close to the basket, but you saw how easy it was for him to gain that position. You got to go back to him and give him an opportunity.
Gortat had 10 points the other night against Portland in the first quarter. He had 12 in the first quarter against the Thunder the last meeting. Here he misses, and that breaks a string of 5 straight 7 minutes of work in the first half against the Clippers. Gortat puts on the brakes. He comes up short. Harden with the rebound. Here run the Thunder. Going to the floor. Shadowed by a double team. Harden reaching out, bothering Gortat. Shot. He's 2 out of 10 here in the first half.
Just the fact that Harden was there.
Towards Oklahoma. Nash bothered into a loss of handle. Gets it back. Shot clock down to 5 off the screen from Gortat. Nash gets to Earl Monroe. Baltimore, 1968. The only other time that ever happened in the history of the league.
That knee worked on before the game. Steve Nash said so much credit goes to Aaron Nelson and his staff, but he just he knows the hot spots for Steve Nash. Steve said,
Went to the left hand.
Gortat takes it from Nash and crushes it home.
Put Chris Bill in the 2-man game.
does not look like the postseason in their plans this year. Marcin Gortat avoiding traffic and the finishing touch with the left hand.
The Suns need this game. Let's upset them.
Straight and sweet for Nash. An architecturally perfect shot.
Defensively, that's why they got, but giving them more at the other end. Nash, little floater as they leave him.
Has anybody in their career made more shots?
Defensive approach to the game. And came back too late. What a dime by Steve Nash to Gortat.
I just love it when people pass the basket and get him an opportunity to see the ball go through the hoop.
They have a chance to take the lead right here. Channing Frye, a little bit strong and rebounded by Scola. Nash off the screen. Inside to Gortat with the left hand off glass.
Tough shot, but I like it when big guys.
Rogic fights over the screen. Nash with a soft, feathery floater in the lane. After not scoring at all in the first half, Nash with 5. That floater is money. Steve Nash, 38 years old. Tireless, ageless.
Clippers, if the Grizzlies were to win tonight and the Clippers were to lose, the Grizzlies would take over fourth position. Gortat, too strong, offensive rebound. And
started every single game.
Steve Nash averaging 13 and 11 assists, finds Gortat underneath. Gortat having a career year. Morris coming off a 21-point game Monday against Minnesota. Nash. Yeah, Wow would be right. Nash already with 9 assists. To give you some context, Chris Paul had 6 on Monday, and Nash, his second field goal of the night. Gortat, side pick and roll with Nash. Gortat forced into a perimeter shot. Nowhere to go in the lane. Morris for 3. Rimming, no. Rebound, O.J. Mayo.
One of those rebounds Coach talked to the guards about. Look, everybody's crashing the ball.
You could write a book about his season, starting with a 4-game suspension and all the problems. His head coach jacking up a 3-point shot in a game, and then Bynum forces it in.
Yeah, he got lucky. I mean, Gortat blocked the shot in. Give credit to Gortat for that one.
Nash on the floater. Gorgeous shot. Not shy. 1 for 7.
Kobe in there up 10. Well, you know, that's what happens in this league. You know, the Suns ran out on the court knowing Kobe was not playing, and all of a sudden, that shot. He passed up 2 shot opportunities.
Gortat on the roll. And the left-handed hammer crush. Here's Mark McClune.
Yeah, I talked to Elson Kerner coming out of the locker room. He said the second quarter was welcome on the second night of a back-to-back by the bench. He won it.
And Andre Miller. Alley-oop to Gortat. Nice pass again from Nash. Gortat, Bynum, and Dwight Howard. And Gortat rolls it in. See, but McGee comes out. You're doing okay on the pick and commit, and then that pass that comes out to a set-up 3-point shooting. Nuggets by 6. Nash turns the corner, and boy, it's 11 point. He's made 5 of 9. Now Nash launches the 3. See, and they're putting a bigger guy on Nash, but the bigger guys, Jeff, you could see. 48-42 Denver. Nash completely open, knocks down another one. Let's see, they're worried about the roll underneath and gets a foul. You know the thing too, make Nash play defense. Wear him out, try to get some fouls on him. Gortat with the lay-in. And you got 3 bodies. Fry. That's a good foul by Kenneth Faried. A hard foul. Coaches and crowd comes to life a little bit. Nash hits the 3. Doesn't shoot a lot, but he makes the big ones. And
probably 30 times that game.
Yeah, Channing Frye lit up the Jazz for 26 in that 9-point win down at the Valley of the Sun. And Gortat, so the Blazers.
But he opened the game much more under control. I know he had that offensive foul, but he's going toward the rim with aggressiveness.
Nash deep, got it. Nothing.
Look pass.
Jazz on a 7-0 run. Gortat slows him down. Rolls it up and in. His second bucket, 4-point.
Some people want to drill, baby, drill. Pound, baby, pound.
The only Jazz man, the starter yet to score, Earl Watson, and Gortat, 4 buckets, 8 points, 4-11 run. Markieff Morris inside. Gortat. Boy, Marchin's had his way. He's in double figures, Matty, here. Nash pick and roll. Gortat rolls in.
Well, that's what we saw in that first quarter.
Brings his crowd alive. Jazz down by 3. Nash will quiet this crowd with his second 3. Nash jumper, got it. 14 seconds on the clock.
The ageless one responds.
Unbelievable in crunch time.
Evans. And I heard you talking in the pregame show with Kevin Ray and Tom Chambers about the offensive numbers for Tyreke Evans. Pretty reversal for Marcin Gortat. But he was more of a one. Chuck Hayes tipping as Childress comes away with the offensive rebound. Reset Dudley for 3. Absolutely. Set up by Josh Childress on the 5. Isaiah Thomas defensively on Gortat and shot right over the little mighty might.
I don't think Gortat ever saw
Rubio. I like him too.
I like the way you did that with your R's there.
Okay. Steve Nash on the fade. He said he was hacked on the arm. Look at him. Have to keep them off the glass. 23 for Cousins. Nash back-to-back buckets. Those drops. A rare miss. Now crossing over into the lane. Drops it off to Marcin Gortat. The king of spontaneity, Steve Nash.
Biggest team in the NBA and the second with the least amount of NBA experience.
Nash keeps that dribble alive behind the back. A dazzling pass to Marcin Gortat from Isaiah Thomas.
Wow. Yeah, you mentioned that 38 he had on Houston back on the 26. Well, look at Steve Nash.
Dials up a three. Contest. He's pulled the Kings to within 4. Nash for three. Absolutely for Steve Nash. And he said it should have been a 4. Nash and the Suns want to pick up the pace. They had their best running game of the season last meeting when Nash had 30 points in New Orleans.
It'd be interesting to see how much as players kick the ball now. They should have a rule now. If a player kicks the ball and he kicks it into the bucket, then it should count. What do you think?
It was kind of a reflex.
You know, you telling on me on air. You know, that's why I don't like you.
You love me. Just don't know it yet.
Guys, especially when the shot clock is going down, guys aren't used to taking that shot.
Actually called on a kicking violation. Marcin Gortat goes in for Griffin.
Well, and that's the one you don't want. He's been pretty good at shooting the ball off the glass about 10 feet.
Marcin went to the left hand, was met by Gordon. Shannon was looking for that corner cut that he had last night against the Spurs, resulting in a dunk. Gortat spins it home.
Like, hey, I figured this thing out.
Maybe the Suns won't have a hack of Jordan strategy. Nash setting up Gortat, missed right at the rim, thought he was fouled.
No, not giving him that one.
That's the Clippers winning the first 2 this season. They've actually taken 13 of the last 14 meetings. Fry, head fake, pull up J for 2.
Why he does.
And the Suns also without their rookie, Markieff Morris, who is ill. Marcin Gortat slides in for a pair. Nash with assist number 12. Are he and Kevin Durant right now? Marcin Gortat goes in and missed it with the left.
Looking for the
right
foul.
at the rim.
Says Timmy hits the first bucket.
Steve Nash has played well. He played well on that road trip. He's one of the slickest passes you're ever going to see. But I don't have to tell Spurs fans that. They are very familiar with that.
That foul was on Gortat, his first of the night. 8:52 to go, first quarter. Gortat to answer from Nash and does.
And nothing to do there. Juan that time showing a lot of focus coming down with that pass, and it keeps the defense on his back.
Blair, outstanding games in the last 2 outings as Nash dropped. Here's Nash, feeling fresh, and he has got not just a good-looking shot. Nash, well, that ball just like a yo-yo.
Yes, it is.
And he gets the bucket.
You know what, to me, he's a quicker version.
That's what he had against Philly when he had 2 of 5 from the arc.
And he needs to get more shots. He's been open a few times tonight where guys have just flat out missed him.
It's a 5-point game. Nash, the runner, and the Spurs will get it back with 24 seconds to go. The long rebound comes to Steve Nash. Nash, the floater. Didn't worry about any foul that time. He got the.
He did to the 76ers, forcing them into 21 turnovers. I just would have never seen that coming.
Gortat from Nash. And all Phoenix here is on Nash. And Nash creates his own
body.
Nash. Gortat. And one the other way.
I gotta say, that
in the Phoenix area from his years here. Warwick the miss, Neal. Rebound, and the Spurs bring it back. The top 3-point shooting
all year long. He's been unbelievable in the fourth quarter, knocking down big shot after big shot.
Parker, 8 in the quarter, 20 on the night. His 4th assist to go with 6 points tonight, showing you that versatility. Nash knocks down the jumper. Phoenix back within 10, 101-90. Gortat. Oh, Tony got up just enough to affect that, and Gortat missed. I think Gortat thought he was
out if you just hit the board from that position.
Nash looking inside. Gortat has the first 6 points of the game.
Because there's a miss. They need to have.
Swings inside again, wide open.
I don't know what's going on here. I mean, I know what's going on. The guy who's setting the pick is not talking to the guy that's trying to
fall for it every game. Inside Gortat again, and he's fouled.
And I don't know what it is about the defensive scheme. I know what it is. Basically, what it is.
Nash fending off what a veteran move that was to keep Irving on his hip, and then get that path to the hole.
But that was by the free throw line.
He's probably got 2 assists in the first 2 minutes here, minute and a half.
And the Pacers have the lead at 7-4. Here's Gortat again, and he gets the hoop and the foul. Pacers missed that layup that would have given him a 3-point lead. Now Gortat rebounded by Hibbert.
Good defensive play there by Paul George.
Now it's Granger in transition. He's got 10. 13 last night, including the game winner. Now Gortat again.
He is so strong that Danny Granger went up to try to...
6 rebounds for David West. He defends Channing Frye now, who misses it short. And then Dudley went over the top, and that's a loose ball foul. I think Nash off the screen. And looks to score and gets his first points.
Got so far to the bat, so close to...
You got to be alert if you're Tyler Hansbrough of Channing Frye, because he's a good 3-point shooter. Floater by Nash. And he's a guy that... Nash finds Lopez, who missed it, and he puts it in.
He is so big that Amundsen had him under the rim after Lopez missed it.
From that pick and roll again, that's Gortat. Air ball. Leading the charge, and Gortat scores.
Well, they set a screen after a double up there and get an easy layup.
Deep in the corner, but that short corner, the hard double team.
No place to go for Tilton. Steve Nash gets Phoenix off to a good start Wednesday night. Nash. We'll see probably about 30 more of those pick and roll. Nash, the runner. Second field goal for Steve Nash. The Magic have ample time with 6 on the clock.
The great foul shooter.
There it is again, that runner by Nash. His 4th field goal of the game. In 6, it is led by 13 at the half. Frye gets a good look. Richardson with the rebound, who has 1 more coming into the night. Frye challenging Howard. Channing.
A second too late. Couldn't get up there.
77th dunk this year for LeBron as Gortat swings into the hook. And LeBron said nothing doing.
I think LeBron
made their first ever NBA meeting just a couple of nights ago. Meeting won by the Suns as Gortat hits the hook. Marcin Gortat, the former Keith Morris. Nash sets up Gortat, who knocks in the mid-range jump shot. You know, Gortat deserves a lot of credit, but Tony, anybody, and I don't the Kia card, he was a beloved member of the Heat in his time here, but he's in the right place, in the place that gave him his best years in the NBA as Gortat scores work, and a very nice release on the jump hook.
He's got good footwork and skills in the low post. He can score with either hand.
Oh, look at Nash dancing past his man.
Backs it out. 11-6 in favor of Phoenix. Down to Gortat. Gortat up and in. Nash shoots it up and in. That time they stayed with Gortat. And Nash got down to 3. Nash trying to throw it inside. Gortat puts it up and in and beats the buzzer by a half second. Unbelievable. Nash back in the game, gets a pick from Frye, gets open and hits. Folks, do yourself a favor. You're looking at one. Gortat from the outside, rattles and goes.
Now see that pass there from Nash.
Detroit. It's a pick and roll game. They'll pick and roll you to death. And that's the way it begins. Gortat with the third. Went right back to pick and roll and push, and it paid off. Channing Frye. Well short off the left, and here comes Tayshaun Prince with the glass. Up 3. So an early 3-point lead for the Suns, and they have been playing catch-up recently. As Gortat of the pick and roll, man, denied as Tayshaun Prince at least.
Club, an offensive threat. Yeah, he's known for his defense and his rebounding for the most part, but he has been a serviceable offensive scorer when an opportunity. I think that's smart. You know, Nash is 38. He can still do a lot of things like that. The scorer make him defend. Expend energy on the defensive end.
Make sure it's one and done. Shot clock inside of 7. Beautiful pass. Channing Frye made it possible for Gortat. 1-point game. Inside of 3. It's Gortat again. And Stuckey can't do a thing about it on the switch. He's got 38-year-old Steve Nash with the ball. Grant Hill working with him. And Robin Lopez, after he sent the pick, unaccounted for. Straight down. He keeps it to the half-court line. Lawrence Frank thought he put it to the backcourt. Gortat gets there. Steve Nash again.
That's what they were doing in the first 24 games of the season. It was hard for this team to score. I mean, hitting 85 points is about all you can expect. So put a lot of...
It's Gortat again from Nash.
So they have not clamped him yet.
Nash denied it initially. Goes to Lopez. He still finds a way to get it in, doesn't he? 9 seconds left.
Paul's on the board.
The game.
Josh Howard's had good looks. He's 2 of 10. Nash just dissecting the Jazz, and Gortat. Nash. Oh, behind the back. Fry, catch and shoot. In and out. Jazz catch a break. Tinsley rebounds. Into the bounce pass. Fry. Nash behind the three-point line. Tinsley tries to run through the screen. In traffic, Nash. Are you serious? Nash working behind the screen. Pick and roll. Gortat easy. Oh, my. The big fella having a big night. Nash working behind the screen of Gortat. Keeps that dribble alive. Down the baseline. Pulls it up. Caught it. Blocked by Millsap. They're going to count it for 2.
Both Nash and Dudley went for 20 or more the last time these teams met. Give back Gortat. Marcin Gortat in his 5th time.
Good concentration to finish over the rotating Gortat.
And Gortat blocked by Spades. Good read of the situation.
He wasn't able to handle that pass.
He'll try this one. A long 2 and put it in. 2 teams at the top of their games at the moment, and Steve Nash.
Another one that you're not forced yourself into the paint.
I beg your pardon. Sorry, Conley with 6 assists. And let's see if they give Nash one on that. Made by Gortat.
Bang.
Well, OJ's done a good job as Gortat wheels to the rim off the setup from Grant Hill. OJ has done a good job. Jared Dudley, 37% from beyond the arc, and the Suns have their first lead of the night from 11 down. The Suns to the lead, 53-51. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Pondexter for 3. No! And the Suns have...
The bench, it is this entire Suns team as Lopez misses the easy lane. See, can the Grizzlies turn the tide here with that play?
Bit long from the three-point arc. Good help by Perkins. Durant rotates on Gortat and blows up the shot. The three-point option on the near side of the floor. Nash is going to scoop it to Gortat and 1. And Ibaka is also smacked in the face. Coming at you on the baseline. Gortat shut down, then puts it on the deck, comes up offline. Durant with the board.
Phoenix Suns look like they're playing a zone, much like the Dallas Mavericks did just a couple of nights ago.
And they will play zone. The one thing Gentry told us in the back of 14 at the stripe. Gortat on his first attempt of the second quarter. But that's what getting position. Durant blocking Gortat, and here we go again. Gortat pushing Westbrook, and then Ibaka who feathers it down. You asked me during the break earlier, do you think Nash will get to 5 and 7 and 8? Nash able to get to the rim. Durant challenging, picked up by Ibaka. Fry offline. Phoenix 3 out of 10 back to your Riverwind Casino wild cards. Nash uses the screen to get to the glass and score.
What Nash does a terrific job of, once he gets by you, and it was a point guard.
Evans is 22 years of age, 3rd year out of Memphis, rookie of the year in his first season. Steve Nash in the lane. Monte Green, former member of the Orange at Syracuse. Gortat rolls, hammers it down. Hello from Steve Nash. And look at the activity from Marcin Gortat. Goes up, blocked, recovers, trying to save it now. Dudley going into the front row and over the top of a few. Just the 4th turnover committed by Sacramento. Suns have turned it over 6 times here in the first half. Nash, pretty shot along the baseline. Marley was, especially the strength of his hands.
Well, but, you know, it's hard to really compare the eras because when Dan played, the two-man game was not able to get it done.
Kings do not have a field goal yet in the quarter. Steve Nash dashing in for a pair. And it's a three-point Suns lead.
Knock down shots on a consistent basis.
Nash into the paint, goes to the left hand, bucket and one for Steve Nash. Suns making a move here, about to off their books. Nash, nice feed to Gortat, lost it on the way up.
Looking for a foul, didn't get it.
By 11. And they stop the bleeding. Nash, deep for three, absolutely right on time.
A lot of young guys on that bench right now who have not been in certain situations to know exactly how to come in and keep the energy up as they go on into the game.
For his boy, and the Suns up by one. Nice pass inside to Gortat. Excellent ball movement from Phoenix.
Knees and feet. Scoreless in the opening seconds here in Phoenix. Marcin Gortat, the leading scorer. Another pick and roll situation where the great point guard play leads to an easy basket. Nash is so good. One of the greatest layup shooters. Creates space for himself to be able to squeeze the trigger. Nash answers. How good is that? That's the shot that Ricky's got to get better at. Gentleman said the Wolves looked tired last night. I would argue they are much fresher in this third game in 3 nights. Sensational job by Steve Nash. Terrific job getting inside to Marcin Gortat, catching him on the run. It's just logistically, they run great pick and roll sets. Just missed a couple. Luke missed one. Rubio wiped out again by Gortat. An open look for Nash. You missed your chance. Very physical. Nash finds an opening from the 2. It was originally called. Fry with a deep shot won't go, and the Wolves come away with it. It's Wes Johnson. Because you still needed 2 stops after that. Even if you would have hit the 3 on that one, you still needed 2 more stops. Nash to Gortat. They've been doing that all season long. And
he turns around. He's left-handed. He shoots a right-handed hook from 10 feet.
Nash sensing the Suns need a 3, and he deposits it. Good shot.
They're all fans.
Marcin Gortat's one of those. With the left hand. Oh, I wish he would have gone left right there. Knocks down the 12-footer.
Making himself available in a dire situation.
Right, allowing him to bail out. Fry, absolutely sizzling here in the third.
And shooting a 3.
Remember last season, Jarrell Wright was scoreless in the first half against the Suns as Nash floats home the teardrop. And then, whew,
got a ball game.
22 now for Monte. Back and forth they go. Gortat, this time off the Nash feed.
They depend on Gortat heavily for that. Also, this is a team that will put up threes. Check out Fry, Dudley, Nash, and Norris. Awesome.
Yeah, good point.
And Gortat being another one of those guys.
Fry underneath Gortat finds himself open and missed it short. Finds Fry. He's left alone. He missed the 3 and the rebound to Wall. No advantage. It's a 7-0 run here. Hill drives and lays it in.
Got to get a little help from
Nash cut off by Booker. Still finds Gortat inside on a gorgeous pass. He is just.
It was just a split second late, and Jordan took it all the way to the rim.
Great pass by Nash to Gortat. Gortat underneath, give another assist to Nash. Nash, Whitman will lead a timeout. Wizards took the lead at 55. Nash penetrates. He'll take a fadeaway shot and hit it. 10 points for Nash, 10 assists.
Suns on top by 1. Steve Nash tying his season high with 17 assists on Friday and knocks down the 2.
You know, rim, it's over.
You wonder then sometimes why they would consider trading either one of those players. Sweet roll by Marcin Gortat.
No, he's going to be in the area.
Gortat goes to the looping left hand. He wanted to dunk it, but he directs it in. Bucket and 1 for Marcin.
I think he'll get 20.
Rolls, takes the Nash feed, and he's blocked. Going in amongst the first half for the Suns. 2 of 5 shooting for Steve. Double team to Gortat, goes to the left hand, puts it in over Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, you know, you never really was guilty of doing that when you were in high school, so let it alone.
Gortat, way short. Suns 5 rebounds for Bynum. Nash, reach in by Bynum, no call. Inside Gortat, head fake, rises up and hits.
Yeah, likes the Suns so much, nobody wants to vote for him anyway.
Channing Frye, contact, bucket and one. Big hoop for Channing Frye out of Los Angeles. Swings around to Saul. Marcin fires past Kobe too deep. Dudley went after the offensive rebound. It goes off of him out of bounds.
Grant about this game tonight. He said he wanted to bring his daughter out to watch the screening of the Duke movie last night, but he said having to guard Kobe twice in 48 hours was dead ball. Jared Dudley had the inside position. He said, no, that's my rebound.
Rolls, and then the finger roll for Marcin Gortat.
Off that bench and scored, what do they got now, 23 points off of their bench.
Steve Nash with the strike from the outside, but more
basketball games. Wonder what the psyche and what guys would start pointing fingers, what the chemistry would be, but it's still strong. They're not pointing any fingers at each other, still going out there.
Powell starts 1 for 4 from the field. Gortat rolls. Resistance from Barnes does not matter. It drops again. For Lakers making a push here. End of the first half. Nash lays it up for Gortat, trying to tip it in. Couple of errors.
Hill the run-out rebound. Here comes Nash in transition. On the pick and roll with Gortat.
Steve Nash will...
Steve to the baseline. On the reverse. Nice spin move around Channing Frye. 11-10 Atlanta. Gortat again. Much like the Lakers last night, Nick. A red-hot start for Phoenix. A knuckleball by Nash to Gortat. He could 42% on three-pointers this season.
A nice find by Josh Smith.
37-30. Nash pumps it up and in. Nash from the baseline.
Oh, man, he is so good going to his right off of a screen. You know, you think he's going to pass, and he shoots that little...
Pick and roll. Big man misses. Rebound to John.
Another great pass, though, by Nash.
20 seconds to go in the period. Shot clock is off. Nash behind the back bounce to Frye. Channing floats, misses, gets his own miss, and guides it in. Brings it ahead for Phoenix.
Well, it's not the shot you want.
Gortat blocked, and a slap down by Josh.
Again, but it's not the shot on the other end you want coming out of a timeout. You know,
and the vacant fire for 2. 17 points, 15 assists for Nash tonight. 96-8 Suns foul.
I tell you what,
9.8, he couldn't have been more wide open or gotten a better look.
He was wide open.
Oakland. Way offline was David Lee.
Interesting to see how many jump shots these Warriors shoot early in this game.
Ooh, all alone for the left-handed hammer. 97. Monte Ellis 33 in that victory over the Rockets. Channing Frye, another 3. It is strong, and the rebound to Beatrice.
Obviously know what he can do, but don't sleep on this kid Klay Thompson's stroke either. He's got a smooth stroke off that pine for Jackson.
Channing Frye, 18-footer, down it goes. Came over to Golden State in a trade for Lou Amundsen. Nash, pretty pass to Marcin Gortat. You know, Marcin was talking about the best pick-and-roll combinations in the NBA.
Self a basketball game. Almost had a near double-double with 12 and 9. Now he's got 14 points to go with those 9 boards.
Nash darting in for 2. The Nash 4 shots. He's hit 3 of those. Gives it up to Marcin Gortat. Little deep. Rebound tapped out by Markieff Morris. Markieff Morris takes it from Nash, lines it up, can't knock it down. Gortat, offensive rebound, risky pass out to midcourt. Luckily scooped up by Keith.
To take the mid-range shot. Jerry, what did you say earlier in the game? Good look by Nash. Gortat with the basket, his first two.
Yeah, Gortat has kind of mishandled a couple, but that.
Gortat and another assist for Nash. Gortat. Oh, unbelievable pass, and I think it's going to be a goaltend there. As they
It's going to be too bad in the first two games of the trip.
Well, they won't be bad either when you're inside. There is Fry. Now Jerry ball, with he's really played his game. I'd like to see them get a few more opportunities, and of course Steve Nash really not looking.
Nash back to Fry now. Channing Fry, an excellent shooter, goes right by Scola. Wow, Channing Fry is. Well, somebody's got to guard Fry eventually, don't they?
Yeah, Scola's going to double on the pick and roll on Nash. Somebody's got to rotate to Fry. You just can't leave him open.
Nash gets a step, just lays it up and in. That's a good message to young point guards. Never pick up your dribble. And if it wasn't touched, he hit it with his knee, and they're going to say no. Now, the outside official said it was off his knee.
Yeah, and it is off of his knee.
For Houston and what they've been able to do. There's Nash with another layup.
The Rocket starters have 22 points.
Will try to shoot it over the Bear. He missed it. Now, that was good defense for Dallenberg. He helped out a lot and ended up contesting the shot.
Sure would be fun to play with Nash. He's just really, really good. Just think Scola with an easy run to the basket for the offensive putback.
Basket is good. A three-pointer by Channing Fry. Did you see the second chance? Channing Fry from the outside hits a three. Phoenix is number 4 together. Budinger stays in the game. He's on Grant Hill. Here's Nash, and he takes it in for 2.
Yeah, I'd like the NBA to change that rule.
There's a miss, and Parsons with the rebound. Now the Rockets. See if they can get some offense. Nash all the way for a layup.
Man, he's so good. Nash is 7 for 7. 14
in the other areas.
Gortat inside can't score. Gooden coming off a 24-point game against Chicago here on Saturday.
Your shots, it makes all the difference, doesn't it? Versus Detroit, when the Bucks did not make them, and Chicago, and that man can make shots. 56% from the floor.
Well, the amazing thing about that is that's a big man's percentage, and Nash is right there as a guard at 56%.
That's my point. He's 5, but with Bogues going down, he's the Bucks 5.
Nash.
Man, this is what he did in Phoenix also. Just dribble.
The Suns pass right back to him very often. Gortat rumbling in. He has contact with Dunleavy. No foul called. Gortat with 6.
Working the
3.5 to play in the second now. There's the high screen by Gortat. It opens up for Nash.
Money. If you have to trail around that screen, it's game. But he's also playing with Nash on that high screen. And look, he plays very well with him. He can go either way. Gortat's having a heck of a year.
He was a
at it, Jim. It's not that they're that bad. I just didn't expect this type of game tonight. Look at this. Man, everything dropping again for the Suns.
Right with a ball fake.
Yeah, don't doubt he can shoot it.
That's a deuce.
Primarily doing it off these pick and rolls. And look at Nash. Excellent shooter. Excellent shooter. Big time.
He has 16.
Double screen. I can't believe they went that fast, but they did. Double screen to make Balmute trail.
Fry's got a couple of inches on it.
Sure does.
It does not matter to Josh. Steve Nash firing a 3 and hitting it.
Boy,
an obvious key here for these Hawks tonight. And Fry lost it going up, and Bobbitt's got it. Run out with numbers. Right wing and rebound. He gets you 7 points and 5 rebounds a night on average. Nash the pull-up.
Well, that jumper looking good, but you still got to challenge that with us actually, though. He does a good job on all point guards. Has done for years.
Air ball by Gortat. Here it comes down to minute 10 of the first quarter. Nash for three. Gets the bounce.
Shooting it extremely well right now. Off and protect the ball. Hart's not giving him an inch.
Lopez with a hook over Pachulia.
But you can't let Lopez catch in the middle of the lane like that. Right. He's just going to.
Here's Nash laying it in. 14 for Steve Nash.
They're at it, Bob. You got to like the way they're attacking the game.
Fry rimming a three. Gortat follows. Pull up. Good again. Boy, he is on fire tonight.
Yes, he is.
Advantage. Gortat screens. Nash finds him on a behind-the-back bounce.
And the reason that kind of changed the momentum early in the half.
Gortat. Right down the pipe. This is not going.
Eddie, last night the Houston Rockets did an excellent job containing Steve Nash coming off his 30-point game in New Orleans. Swings in for the two. The needle.
And talked to him the whole way. I mean, no Suns player even noticed the fact that Reggie Williams had gotten behind him.
Gortat rolls, crushes it with the left hand. Have scored. Kemba Walker has a three. Everybody else with two here in the opening quarter. Channing Frye, 1 of 7 last night in Houston. Puts this one in off the Bobcats, 2 of 4 from deep. Both of those hits from Walker. Nash using the Gortat screen. And he hits a three. Down it goes for Nash.
He has a right hand as well.
You know, something that Alvin Gentry has talked to Shannon Brown about, being careful about gambling on defense. Tipping in the Fry miss was Marcin Gortat. Thomas, over the last 5 games, averaging 10 points. The block shot for Tyrus. Ronnie Rice scoops up the loose ball.
Yeah, and Gortat, when he penetrates, he has that point guard mentality, and you have to be alert if you're a weak side defender.
Now, how badly did they want Biombo as Nash sets up Marcin Gortat? These theater boxes. Channing Frye on the line, 2 deep. Boy, just can't get it going. 2 of 7. Struggle last. He was discovered a year ago playing in Spain. Gortat comes right back with his own baby hook.
Yeah, and he gets that matchup on Thomas. I don't care how high Thomas just.
Flying in for his second hoop. 6 points off the bench. Gortat with the left hammer.
Yeah, you know, I'm getting ready to pull 3 chairs out there, and we're going to get some cards and just hold.
18 points. A couple of threes. Gortat rolls. Going in for another dunk, and he goes down hard.
Yeah, Biombo got a little finger on it.
84-75. Nash, 15-footer, fresh off the bench. Down it goes, the direct hit.
He wants to close this game.
Going to the 4th. Charlotte with just 3 points. Robin Lopez missed it right at the rim, but Nash snatches up the loose ball. Long shot by Moore.
He had his arm around Scola. He was trying to navigate. There, look at that pass. Unbelievable. So you might be able to do that in college. Hard to do it in the pros.
Yeah, you can't do it. There's too many people there. And Guy Lewis never liked bounce passes.
Not to a big guy. Back to Gortat, but that's what happens. You learn to run that pick and roll with him, you can run it all day.
Yep, I know Amari Stoudemire misses that pass. 15, 20 feet to guard if he wants.
Gortat with a miss. Rockets shooting 53%.
And this game predetermined.
Warwick with another miss. Kevin working now on Lowry. Back to Channing Frye. Frye with a basket inside. Dallenberg with the strip.
Good hand.
You and I had a little side bet as to when Steve is going to break the record here tonight. I say late second quarter. You're going, what, second half as he puts in the teardrop.
Yeah, that is
10th in the NBA, giving up just 92 points per game. Nash goes to his left, freelancing through the lane, circles around, fires and connects.
Ooh, good Suns' hands down on that defensive glass.
Gortat rolls. Nash hangs in the air, patiently waited for Gortat. Couldn't flip it home. Frye was fouled over the back, no whistle, but tears the rebound away from Jason Smith. Nash on the move, fires away, so you can see.
Yeah, I mean, not a big crowd tonight, but they're going to make big noise. You give them easy opportunities like that for reason to throw out a one-hander.
Nash pulls up. Second quarter swings for the Suns. In the last 4 losses, outscored in the second quarter by 8. In their wins, outscoring the opponent by 5. Steve Nash
take away points in the paint.
Okafor sucks down into the paint. Another floater from Steve Nash. They are just daring him, willing him to shoot.
Well, that seems to be the
rebound tapped out to Channing Frye.
Gortat on that glass again, Tommy.
Along with Childress. Both were battling in there. Steve Nash, pull-up Jays, straight 6 for 6. Nash hits the brakes, takes it right down Main Street. 23 for Nash.
I love that. There's a little stud.
That thumb injury that he had.
I hear you.
In the splint. We just hope it is not the thumb. Steve Nash, another direct hit. A shooting clinic tonight, team, especially going back to last season when Rudy Gay went out with that shoulder injury. Nash, dead center.
You know, in Steve Nash, you have to identify the most dangerous target. Gay was left alone.
Nash circles around, squares up, and drills it.
Well, what I do like from Steve is...
Drop, and here comes Nash. Using the Gortat screen. Three-pointer off the pick, and down it went for Steve Nash.
Again, showing...
Nash, 10 points, 3 assists. 10 more to pass KJ. Hakeem Ward crashing down. Flushing in the miss of Gortat. The Suns, their biggest lead has been 14. Final 40 seconds, first half. Nash, dead center. Steve Nash filling it up. 14 is at 5. Nash in a switch covered by Spates. Frye for 2. That one wouldn't drop either. 1 for 8 now for Channing. Game. Forcing 17 turnovers and turning that into 16 points. Cunningham put a seatbelt on Nash around his waist. Nash.
Well, he was lucky to do that because Cunningham got the inside position.
Gortat dips in. The agility of Marcin Gortat. A much-needed 3. Nothing happening. Gortat has to fire it up. Hits the front iron. Lost possession for Phoenix. Both teams in the penalty rest of the... Felton just 1 of 3 shooting. Came over in that deal from Denver for Andre Miller. Marcin Gortat is whacked.
The Blazers have been getting their inside bucket. The man-to-man defense on the ball has not been good.
Huge offensive drought continues for the Suns in the second round, and he shoots 49% from the field. Very good three-point shooter normally, but he's under 30% this season. Gortat rolls in for a pair.
Lineup for right there. The points are a bonus, but defensively he has to come with
Nash, a free pass down Main Street.
Hey, come on, Steve, shoot the ball, but it's just not in his makeup.
Marcin Gortat goes in for the crush, directed it in, count it, and he's fouled. Full player drafted into the NBA because they changed the rule after that. Steve Nash, another gorgeous move, opening up the back door.
That time he didn't even use glass.
Met by Amir Johnson, little head fake, pushes him off, can't connect. Leandro Barbosa with the rebound.
Well, Marcin's just gaining respect from a lot of people.
He has both phases to the game. We've seen him aggressive, putting the ball on the floor, and has that range for a 7-footer. Steve Nash, go ahead and take the 2. You know, Garnett and Andrea Bargnani here tonight. Gortat rolls, and puts in a finger roll. Being careful with that. His dad was also a world champ and competed until he was 50. But blocked by Bargnani. Sent away Gortat. Nash behind the back, Channing Frye for 3s. Couldn't get it.
Well, he's the Suns' answer to Bargnani.
Shot clock at 5. Hakeem Warwick directed it in. He was met by James Johnson, and it still went through the cup.
They're really concentrating on shutting off Gortat in that paint. Steve Nash is going to get that look probably consistently the rest of the quarter.
Another $100.
You know, and you get in that painted area, I tell you, those big guys,
they want the win. Pull up Jay Johnson. Tip from behind, Nash by Jose Calderon, who kept it alive.
You know, Tom, it's all about putting the body on guys.
Calderon whips it up ahead. Kleza is there. Hit hard and fouled. Couple of free throws coming for Linus Kleza.
Going the strong finish, and Haywood gets Dallas on the board. Now Gortat at the other end.
Consistently hit those little freaky runners there in the lane, off-balance shots. Staple it in his offense.
I say all the time, don't take pictures of the way Sean does. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now to make a move like that against Gortat and finish, as Steve Nash finds Gortat for an easy basket. He's a traditional center. He can do a lot of different things at that 5.
You can date back to January 26th of last season. 54 games.
Glass gave you everything you wanted.
By the way, you've got Delonte West back into the game. Marion there to grab the rebound. Another transition chance and a quick shot by Haywood, and then Terry missed a technical foul free throw. And Gortat comes back and hits. By the way, he has recorded his 8th consecutive.
Nash again gets right to the bucket for 2. Wow.
Well, he got.
Nash leaves it. Gortat. I tell you, you play with Nash, you get some easy shots, don't you?
In front of Paul Pierce perfectly.
So that's just the second dunk of the year by Pierce. Gortat, nice move. He's going consecutive games in single digits. Gortat is in double digits.
Right now he's defensive play. He can score.
Nash to Gortat. One easy 2.
Well, they win and they double.
Fry will take it. Nope. Gortat in a battle for it. Tips it. Saved nicely by Bradley.
Boy, I was thinking out there, folks. He passed up easy shots. Takes a difficult one.
Nash for 3, and that's good. Nash's first shot.
He has no rhythm, Anthony. He's forcing him up.
He's 1 for 10. Nash always in rhythm. He's now 8 for 11 from the field. Nash likes that 4-way jumper. Puts it up. Puts it in. Big shot. And Phoenix back up by 5.
2 second opportunities hurting the Knicks.
Gortat rolls, takes the feed from Steve Nash, and finishes with the left hand. He was talking about the chemistry between the two.
Be able to get his inside game going with his outside game. You'd love to see him out there on the perimeter shooting jump shots.
Nash back in to march in Gortat. It's Nash and Gortat.
We actually won all 3 games that we played that year in the finals in Phoenix.
Nash lets it fly and connects. What did you try to do defensively against
Chicago Bulls? They were shooting close to 70%. And here's Steve Nash going to pull up for 1.
Lines up a 3 and knocks it down. Absolutely for Nash. His second.
I mean, you want to run with this team, but you can't keep letting them get high percentage shots from around the rim. 31 points in 2.5 minutes to play.
Markieff Morris shoots over the top of Joakim Noah.
Who's going to step up? Who's going to be that guy and say, I'm going to get after my guy and get into him, force him into some turnovers and some tough shots.
And just like he did in St. Bogans, who started all 82 games, but he gets more pop at that position. Went out and brought in Rip Hamilton. Steve Nash, the creative shot yesterday in Memphis, and they're shooting 68% from the field. A beautiful move by Steve Nash.
That was birdie. Nifty move there. He used the pip, and I think they're getting good contribution from a variety of different guys. Boozer and Gang as well. I mean, Gang's been averaging about 15 points a night. You know, Grant Hill.
7 minutes to go here in the third. And a switch. Boozer pulls back on Nash. What was he thinking?
That's twice now they've left Steve Nash to block a shot to play good defense. Sometimes you just get your body in the way.
Nash weaving through traffic and sticks a 2.
How about Steve Nash? Out of that line.
Oh, beautiful feed. A gorgeous one from Nash to Marcin. Steve picks up now his 9th assist. Gortat with 4 ball forward.
Nash turns the corner, gets away from Parker, and drops in the floater.
I'd pick to shoot 50% from the field, over 90% from the free throw line, and over 40 from 3 as Fry misses the 3-point shot. More aggressive.
Nash and Parker, good friends off the court, by the way, participate in each other's charitable endeavors. Marching to Gortat, it rolls off the rim, and back comes
Leonard talking to Greg Popovich before the game. Feels that he could be a lot like Bruce Bowen, that type of defender, as Nash knocks down the open J.
Have a basket already for the Spurs in this game.
How about Tim Duncan? 26 minutes a night this season. Never scored over 20 points in a game.
A number of years.
Well, and he takes offense when people say, well, why can't he stay in front of Derrick Rose? And we said, well, who does? There's no hope
to me. Just prior to the start of training camp, and just now getting back to form and getting his legs. Meanwhile, Nash unstoppable so far for Phoenix. 12 points per game, only playing, as you mentioned, 26 minutes per game. Markieff Morris, the rookie out of Kansas, he can do that.
Teague, turnovers are up, scoring's down. As
he's okay.
He looks fine.
He's fine.
No, he's still doing his thing.
6 for 7, 12 points for Nash. Nash behind the back, underneath the basket, back into the paint. Pass to Gortat, who knocks it down from the baseline.
I love how he probes like that. The Jeff anyway.
Gortat with another one and another assist for Nash.
10% from 3. Hadn't taken a ton, but still the stroke looks pretty good. Only going to get better with time. We mentioned that Greg Popovich feels like he's a lot like Bruce Bowen, and Bruce Bowen became an excellent three-point shooter, self-made.
Didn't play a lot of minutes in the win over Portland 2 nights ago. They don't play tomorrow. Again, beautifully done on the pick and roll between Nash and Gortat. Drexler at some point, maybe not this year. Nash with 14 points, 7 assists tonight. Almost had number 8 right there. Gortat very upset with himself, but Gortat's had a good try for 3. Wow. Off the mark tonight. Channing Frye 0 for 7.
He's batted over the top.
By the way, Gary Neal, a bruised thigh, will not return tonight for San Antonio. TJ Ford, who's really their backup point guard, tore. Morris. Didn't look like he ever really had that one firmly in his hands. That was wide left. Oh, the flop.
There's nothing in the world can knock DeJuan Blair down that hard. The offensive player, regardless of what happens, the offense gets the bat or the defense gets the ball as Nash knocks down another Jay, and they're within 6. I don't think. No, I think he is. Oh,
and that guy, number 13, who just got an assist, he's on that list, right?
He's in the top 5 as point guard still. Yes, absolutely.
Multiple screens by Gortat and Nash with the left-handed lane. The only name that I said, and it's so many good point guards, but Rondo's not on your list of top.
They love that transition game.
No. Nash inside to Gortat, too easy.
So you have to make quick decisions when they.
So Marquis, you and Chris Grant worked together for 5 years with the Cavaliers as assistant general managers, now running your own teams. How about the challenges that
17. Nash to the hole. Spun it in.
I tell you, he is a tough guy.
So good with a dribble. He used to. Here comes Nash. Frye hits a 3-ball.
He's not committed to the shot.
Conviction.
He's right. He just shoots it. He just kind of flips it up there.
Nash. Hand in the face, didn't matter.
Doesn't take him long to come down and try to score on you.
So Kyrie has 18 now. Shooting exceptionally well. So is Gortat as he knocks it down.
Still in their face. And that's what how do you want to play this game? That's Steve Nash's crafty.
Snuck it in.
Oh, he slipped that one in there as soon as it did work.
Keeps it alive. Cavaliers all over him.
Being physical.
They're actually taught him to write with his left hand when he was an infant. So who knows? But he is ambidextrous. There's Gortat with left hand. His offhand. Very much in rhythm. Cavaliers by 14, their biggest lead. Crowd has gone silent. Let's go time. Nice looking move. I'll tell you what, AC, he is moving on
defense very well. Defend these guys on transition.
Or a sip the screen and a blocking foul on Gibson. Tell you what, Gentry can't believe it. Down goes Verajao. There goes Nash.
Boy, the bodies are falling all over the place.
Again, and here comes Nash. Steve had 9 assists. Get this, 9 assists in the first 6.5 minutes the other night against Milwaukee, and that's nothing.
That area of the floor, especially when you do a spin move like that, is most advantageous to yourself to use the glass.
There's that little floater by Steve Nash. Still a drought over the last couple of games. He and Steve Blake. It's scary how close they are in minutes played this year. You got to play some defense on that.
You get help.
By the way, lots of substitutions, including Shannon Brown making a return to Los Angeles when it's dead. But Gortat with about 12 a game. Just ageless. Had 17 assists on Sunday, and Gortat finishes. Nash gets the center. Hope to see you here Friday night when the Cleveland Cavaliers are in town. Nash, little runner, right side of the key, and it's Steve Nash, his counterpart on the other side, the multiple-time All-Star and also an MVP, Kobe Bryant. Here's the former MVP answering right back.
A lot of pressure on the passer. Matt Barnes threw a pinpoint pass, and all Powell had to do was dunk it.
Barnes has 4 assists. Steve Nash, and right back here on Fox Sports West on Friday. 6:30 pregame. Gortat, he's good from there. Really good jump shooter. Andy Nash. Give the Suns an opportunity. There it is. Down the middle to Gortat. It's so simple. It's so easy. And Nash makes it look that easy with that to the basket if the alley-oop pass had been there. Back to Gortat. Blocked by Bynum. Gortat stays with it. He's in the key an awfully long time. Third Laker fast break basket. They lead by 2 again. Gortat left alone. Can't do that. Marcin Gortat. Look at Gortat just measuring it up. Meta almost tipped it in his own basket.
At least he kept it away from
Currents. Fry for 3. Kobe with it. He'll slow it up. 95-83, a minute and a half to go.
Suns teams in the past.
He was only 4 of 18 shooting last night with Steven Jackson.
Marcin Gortat, dead center.
Wow, ring it up. Eating behind the defense for the reverse lay-in.
High post BB pass from Good to Jennings. Back iron for Marcin Gortat.
He hasn't even taken a shot tonight. He's already got 18 points for his team.
There you go. There's his first shot. It was dead center. 9-0 run for the Suns, doubled 6 points early in the season to go along with 6 rebounds. Marcin Gortat has just given Steve Nash his 9th assist.
And what a great pass. He uses
those good hands to recover. Couldn't make the shot from about 14 feet.
Yeah, he shot that basketball on the way down. Kind of a 2-piece motion to it.
6 of their last 7 shots. Nash trying to re-energize the offense. There is assist number 11.
Oh, I love the high.
High screen for Nash. Finds a seam right down Main Street.
Oh, do it yourself, Mr. Nash. What a half that this guy is having. One, plenty of time.
Nash pull up, good look, good shot.
So darn good off the dribble, pulling up. He pulled up for us.
Gortat 6 of 7 from the floor, had 12 points in the first half. Nash fading to his left.
Well over 20 many times, but never to the 25-point plateau, huh?
22 is his career high, and Nash drills another shot.
I mean, normally a big guy's either got one or the other. He's got the soft touch from the outside. Look at Marr. Look at the big Gortat rumble down that left lane. Get in there and get a lick.
Aldridge sealed off. Channing Frye. Nash flips it in over his head. Sweet move by Steve Nash. Suns with a has been outstanding early in the year. Steve Nash connects. He loses that 3 position as far as a starter. And Steve Nash dashing in for another driving layup.
Yeah, Portland's a step slow, and the Suns, if you want to point it to it, I think it's the fact that Portland came in wanting to up the tempo, Katie, and because they upped the tempo.
What they like is toughness and ability to put the ball in the baskets. They've moved him into that starting lineup.
He is a hard-nosed lefty. In with the left hand goes Marcin Gortat. Warriors back in Phoenix on Monday. Neither did Robin Lopez, as again, Alvin Gentry went with a little more of a small ball look with Markieff Morris and Channing Frye on the for Marcin. Bucket for Gortat, 1 for Nash. Suns leading 4-2 here early. Nash to a wide open Channing Frye. Got it. Down it goes for 3. Suns are doing a better job taking care of the basketball. They had 7 turnovers in the first quarter, only 1 in the second.
How about that, Steve Nash?
Expect little guard by 6'1" Vaubois to go in for an alley-oop. Nash straight down it goes. Suns needed that.
Yeah, nice brush screen and Nash, but that's a great possession. They just got beat by a better shot.
Nash hits the 3 and hits the floor. Big shot, Steve Nash. Suns are now. Nash 12 points, 8 assists so far. Another left-hander from Marcin Gortat.
Pretty pass by Steve Nash. He is so darn good at this.
Nash. Oh, what a pass to Marcin Gortat.
Hey, we got a ball game here. Still plenty of time. Down 10, 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Put that MVP cape on. Another great pass. Unfortunately, it got blocked.
Back comes Jason Kidd. Dallas Steve. The Suns have an answer. Nash for 3. Absolutely yes. They do. For every 3-pointer the Suns make, $100 goes to Suns Charities thanks to Valley digit lead. That was a big hoop for Dallas. Answered by Marcin Gortat.
They got to pressure. They got to stop pressuring the defense, though. Falling back here into this half court.
His point total, and that will do it. Here from Dallas, down go the Suns. 98-89. The Mavericks improved to 3-4. The Suns dropped. Well, that was special.
That was a tough shot as well.
Through about 3 or 4 defenders. Steve Nash, straight and sweep. Couple by by Golden State. They're up by 6. It's their biggest lead. Nash drains it right in the heart. Third field goal for Steve in the first.
Expectation, you know, for a team to have a good year has to start on the road, and it normally coincides with taking care of the basketball and shooting a pretty good frigid.
Kwame's got 9 points to hit all 3 of his field goals, and he's 3 of 5 from the free throw line, and then tossed in 5 rebounds. Channing Frye with the left hand inside.
That's nice. That's nice because Channing kept the ball away from the smaller. I think I need more than a month, but I wouldn't put my name on it.
Nash for 2. Deep shot for Nash is now 4. Nash behind the line, fires it in. It is raining threes, Eddie Johnson.
And Steve
trying to take down Golden State, make it 11 for MV Steve here in the 4th.
Well, Mark Jackson was screaming out for Monte Ellis to go switch on
motion just to inbound that ball. Sometimes that's the most difficult thing to do. Gortat gets into the low post, a little mismatch with Durant, who gets in the way of the shot, alters it. Which says never in his 20 years in the NBA had he ever heard the fans go for a guy who had been struggling the way the fans went here with the chance of roughs around the league, and Nash still is a formidable opponent. And here, Sefolosha blocking Gortat, starting an international incident. 15 points a game against the Thunder last year. Oklahoma City won the season series 3-1. Warwick, free throw line, gets his 4th field goal.
Right, he's knocked down 2 from that exact area off the late rotation defensively. You got to get out there and cover.
Unrestricted free agent with the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, the Boston Celtics desperately wanted him and snubbed him. And look at this now.
Solid with the rebounding amidst his shooting woes.
Well, he did his work early that time, making sure he got a body on big Carl Landry. And Steve Nash rings up a...
When the Sixers outscored the Suns 19-0 to begin the second half. A much different story here against the Hornets. Wow. Points in the paint for Gortat.
What a pass.
Shot clock is at 3. At 2, Gortat spins, fires, can't connect. Tough break. Jack up ahead to Trevor Ariza. The Suns good. Todd rolls. Hammered in the act and 1 for Marcin Gortat.
The Polish hammer showing off his muscle that time. You know, this time he takes the left.
Nash goes to his left hand, a spinning move.
Nice job by Steve Nash to lob that pass over, but even a better move by Gortat, realizing I'm cut off pass, and Elton Brand was not able to hold on. They lost the ball.
Gortat met in the lane, spins off, rebounded by Elton Brand. We're going to have to see
second shot opportunities.
Frye was a spectator in that 4th quarter as Markieff Morris, the rookie, saw all the minutes in the final period. A couple of rebounds early for Spencer. He can hit a triple-double any night in the NBA.
He was not stellar in those preseason. Look at Nash with the floater down the road, but he's really turned it up that first game.
Nash rattles it home.
That's good to see. And Nash is eyeing that basket. His second field goal here.
Sacramento, and averaged about 16 points in the playoffs against the Lakers. Frye, 3 for 3. Straight but strong, and a long rebound to Hill.
You know, Channing Frye didn't shoot the hard at it. You'll get your shot.
Squeaky chasing down Steve Nash, who finds a slicing Marcin Gortat. Carl Del John. He's playing with 3 personal fouls. Gortat forcing the miss. Excellent post defense. Nash off the court, top screen.
It was so long. I mean, you have to really knock him out of the way.
The pick, the roll, and the crush from Marcin Gortat. Backcourt.
Monty Williams asking for over and back, but Gortat had no control of the ball, and Steve Nash.
Labor in the preseason and training camp for Elston Turner. Nash fires away for 3. Fading to his right. Hit mows over Ariza, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Trevor Ariza of the Hornets.
Robin Lopez, I was getting ready to